Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I'm going to be updating you on my progress in NaNoWriMo, and I will be doing a tag video for NaNoWriMo, the NaNoWriMo tag. You'll notice that I'm back with the bookshelves because I'm in my house rather than at school. And right now I'm filming on the 12th because I'm not gonna have time to film on like the 15th. Because I want to do like a Midway thing, but it's going to take me days to like edit this because I'm not going to spend all day editing because I want to write. This is kind of like an update on NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, where you write 50,000 words in 30 days, in case you don't know. So currently I have over 20,000 words. I'm at like 22,000 currently. So I think that's pretty good. I wanted to get further. I mean, like, really I'm like on point, but like, just for myself, I kind of want to get more words, but I think today I'm at like 700 words, but I have other stuff I have to do today, so I'm just like film this video and like other stuff and register for classes for next semester, so I'm taking a backseat today on the whole writing thing. I mean, like, overall I've been doing good, usually hitting the 2,000 word mark. Yesterday I got to like 3,000 words. It was great. It was almost 4,000, but couldn't quite reach it there. I mean, there were a couple of days, like 3 good days where I was writing like less than 1,000 words, but since at the beginning of NaNoWriMo, I like got ahead pretty far. Like, I wrote 4,000 words on the first day, so pretty much was like 2,000 words like ahead, so I had room to like not write that much. So I never really fell behind, just daily word count wise. You know, I wasn't reaching there, but like total word count, I was pretty much ahead. I'm doing a lot better than I did last year, so yay for that, because I wrote it down too. Last NaNoWriMo, last year, last year, I had 10,657 words, so that's a lot less than my 20,000 words, so I'm definitely doing a whole lot better than last year. I didn't win last year, I got to like 43,000, so it's still good. And I just hope I can keep going strong for this month and just staying ahead, because I wrote 3,000 words yesterday, so I know like I'm pretty far ahead. Like on the NaNoWriMo website, you're supposed to be at like 20,000 words, and like I said, I had 22,000 words roughly, so I really am okay with like taking a backseat on writing for today, because I'm trying to make it a priority, but sometimes, you know, other things you need to do. So now I'm going to move on to the NaNoWriMo tag, and I'll leave the link to the original video down below. Question 1 is, how many times have you done NaNoWriMo? This is my second year of NaNoWriMo. I'm really excited for it. I feel confident that I'm going to win this year, unless something happens where like I fall behind, but I think I can push through it. Question number 2. How did you first find out about NaNoWriMo? I'm pretty sure it was Cherie Moore. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. She's pretty awesome. Like in 2013, I don't know how, but I somehow found her videos dealing with Percy Jackson. Like, she was putting out a lot of Percy Jackson videos, and so I was watching like all of them, and then I subscribed because, you know, Percy Jackson. You know, another thing though about NaNoWriMo that's happening, I am drinking way more coffee than I've ever drinking in my life. Like, literally, I have like 2 cups of coffee a day. It's ridiculous. Question number 3. What was the name of the first novel you attempted with NaNoWriMo? I'm uncertain about whether or not I want to like reveal the name because I'm very, very secretive, but I think I'll tell you the first book's name. I won't tell you the second book. Yeah. Okay, so the first book I attempted, it's called My Life as a Teenage Vampire. And yes, I got that from My Life as a Teenage Robot. All my books, like, it's gonna be a 5-book series, and every single title is gonna come from somewhere. This title obviously comes from a TV show. The title that for my second book comes from a song. I think it's clever, but it's also the type where you like just facepalm. You're like, really, that's the title? But not revealing it yet. On NaNoWriMo website, I just have them both like untitled, and then in like the description, I wrote, there will be vampires. Back to the dog barking. Yay. Question number 4. Give us a 1-sentence summary of what you're writing this year. Very simple. There will be zombies. I'm not telling you any more than that. it's a sequel anyway, so I really can't tell you anything. Question number 5. What's the best writing advice you've ever been given? Well, I'm gonna leave a link to the video below, but basically the video that I'm leaving a link to, that's the advice that I love that advice. I love that video so much. Okay, so I have recommended this video before in my NaNoWriMo tip video, but yeah, it's the one with Maureen Johnson, and just her talking about, like, it's okay to suck at writing, especially your first draft. It's not supposed to be good, okay? It's not supposed to be good. And which always makes me want to read a writer, like a very famous writer who writes very well. I want to read their first draft and just see how bad it is, just to give me hope that my book can turn into something that good. But yeah, so the video below is pretty good, so highly recommend it. Question number 6. What's your biggest inspiration for when figuring out what to write? Basically everything. Literally everything gives me inspiration. Books, movies, TV shows, what if questions. I do what if questions a lot. Also, highly recommend getting a writing book prompt, okay? I actually have a novel, like I actually have a story idea from one of those, okay? Like, it's great. I really want to write this. But like the prompt was, you know, a guy comes home and there's, he comes home and he's like, oh hey honey, I'm home. And then he hears a voice that's clearly not his wife, that's like, honey's not home. And make a story out of it. And I go in a direction that I think no one would have gone in. Like, seriously, like I don't even know why I chose to go this route, but I did. I'm not gonna tell you because, again, don't want anyone stealing my idea, but one day I will write that book. Okay, so my series is like, it's got supernatural creatures in it, if you couldn't tell from the title of the first book, which includes about this kid who gets turned into a vampire. So a lot of my influence comes from supernatural. Okay, like before, not really, because I didn't really watch the show. I've seen like episodes, but I never seriously watched the show. And then I binge watched the first 10 seasons, so yeah, but I feel like one of my characters, she's like a combination between Clark from the 100 and Dean from Supernatural. Like, before I was watching the shows and stuff, when I came up originally with her, I obviously had no influence, but she goes through some stuff, and so like terrible, really bad stuff, and so she's like so as I watched the 100 and as I watched Supernatural, I was able to develop that combination between Clark and Dean, and like how she responds to situations and stuff. She kind of has influence from both sides of those people. Basically, influence from literally everything. Probably mostly from books, mostly from Percy Jackson. I think that's the series that made me want to write, you know? Question 8. Read us the first sentence from one of your novels. Actually, I have several. It's really weird for me to be reading these because I'm, again, very stingy and just don't like sharing my stuff. Like, I like sharing it, but paranoid that someone's gonna steal something. But I think I'm gonna read the first sentence to my book, My Life as a Teenage Vampire. I can't read it. I can't read the first sentence of the book I'm working on now because it spoils something that happens in the first book. So the first line is, you'd think being a vampire would turn into a Twilight love story, but it doesn't. Another first sentence that I wrote is from this short story that I wrote called The Short Life of a Henchman, which is told from the point of view of a henchman rather than a hero and a villain, because, you know, I'm not a weird person that like actually like sympathizes with random extras and the henchmen and just the people that get screwed over in movies. Okay, like seriously though, like, you know, in Avengers someone is dying when those buildings fall over, so I kind of like write from the perspective of a guy who loses someone during one of those fights, you know, so it's like a superhero short story. I don't know, I like it a lot. Anyway, so the first line to that short story is, Samuel Dent was having a terrible life. And then another novel that I'm currently somewhat working, not currently during NaNoWriMo, but kind of working on a little bit, getting an outline and kind of writing the beginning a little bit. The first line is, I was sitting in math class when the police officer came in to arrest me for the murder of my best friend. Question 9. Why do you love writing? I don't know. It's a hard question to answer, but I think pretty much simply it's just fun. Okay, like, you don't understand. Like, if you're not a writer, you probably don't understand, but like, I like feel so much satisfaction when I write a scene or a character that fits the book like so perfectly. When you figure out what works, it's so awesome. Like, you know, you come up with a plot line and you're like, or like you come up with a twist and you're like, oh my goodness, that's such a good idea. Like, it's just great when you come up with a really good story idea. I don't know, it's just fun, and I just love writing. Like, it's really hard for me to describe why I love writing, but I just do. And I decided to come up with a bonus 10th question, because why not? And I decided to ask the question, what has NaNoWriMo taught you? NaNoWriMo has taught me that, I can't spell. Like, oh my goodness. I literally wrote a sentence. I wrote, he was closet. I wrote, he was closet. I was trying to write, he was closest. And then I was trying to write the word, I was trying to write, like, that he stayed or she stayed or something like that. And wrote it as saute. S-A-T-A-Y. Saute. And I think it's more to do with my inability to type anymore. Like, I used to type pretty well, and now I just can't type. And like, during like writing sprints and stuff, like, I just keep writing, so I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I have a million mistakes, like, I misspelled completely, and I'm like, I don't remember how to spell this word, so I'm just gonna put some letters down and then keep going. So yeah, spelling and typing just ain't my thing during this month. So that's what NaNoWriMo has taught me. So yeah, I think that's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck on your own writing. Put in the comments whether you're doing NaNoWriMo or not. If you love writing, you should do NaNoWriMo. Yeah, so it's the 12th day. I'm sure you can get something down. If you write like a whole bunch, I think you can win. And for this tag video, I guess I tag anyone who wants to do it. Bye! That's hot. Okay. I'm actually doing like a lot better than I was last year. I think my voice broke there. I'm good tea. Burning my hand right now. Oh, ow. Question 1. I don't know why I paused there. Where was I going with this? My series, the idea. Okay, so my series is like based. Okay, I keep losing my train of thought. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I keep saying. So, question 8, 5, 6, 7, can't count.